Jamaluddin. I'm the author of the book Formation of Republic of Jinapur and also the book Divide Pakistan to Eliminate Terrorism. I would like to record this message as a matter of evidence and as a matter of my personal conscience, because I would like to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. As I just heard, and we all have seen on television screens, that Dr. Imran Farooq, the prominent leader and insider of MQM, which is now known as Mutahada Qawmi Movement, and previously it was Mahajir Qawmi Movement, was brutally murdered in London, United Kingdom. The circumstantial evidence may be different, and definitely there may not be any direct evidence in this respect, and definitely Scotland Yard is investigating this whole process and how it was murdered and how it was taken care of by who. Regardless of that, the most important question is as follows. Dr. Imran Farooq was not a mainstream political person from the MQM's platform in the recent days. He was not like Babar Gori or Wasim Akhtar or Farooq Sattar or Faisal Fatwari or anybody alike. He was totally a person doing and functioning from the platform of MQM, from a hideout headquarters based somewhere which nobody knew about it. In such a situation, only the workers of MQM were aware of his residence. The people who are working inside the MQM's headquarters in England, only they were aware of the movement of Imran Farooq. He was right hand of ALTAF. He was a person who shared a lot of secrets of MQM and a lot of secret policies of MQM in the context of Pakistan's politics, particularly the recent killings in Karachi. Last year, in August, there was a big difference of opinion between ALTAF and Dr. Imran Farooq on the issue of Jinapur. The reason behind this difference was basically when MQM was formed by ALTAF back in 1980s, and at that time, the Urdu-speaking youth from Karachi, they participated in that program of ALTAF. They had united basically to look for an independent state for these Urdu-speaking people living in Karachi, Hyderabad, and other urban centers in the province of Sindh. ALTAF had gathered the support of all these Urdu-speaking people that time in the name of forming an independent state for them, which was supposed to be called Republic of Jinapur. However, with the passage of time, regardless of what sacrifices which these Urdu-speaking youth gave to fulfill the ambitions, to fulfill this mission of MQM, MQM turned out to be a different type of political party, and the scenario changed with the systems emerging into a new scenario after Musharraf's government in the early 2000s. MQM became more closer to Musharraf, and ALTAF backed out from his original agenda, or you can say original program of forming an independent state for those people. And that also gave some sort of relief to certain people inside MQM, that at least they were not among those who were looking for an independent country, and rather they were becoming part of a national political system, so that they will be able to contest elections in different parts of the country. However, still within the corridor of MQM, there were elements who were still following the old philosophy of MQM, looking for an independent country. Dr. Imran Farooq was among them. He was not at all in favor of any involvement of MQM in politics concerning other provinces of Pakistan. He was deeply involved in the making of an independent country for Urdu-speaking people. This was for this reason that ALTAF Hussain had always kept him behind the doors, and he was not put in front. He was not sent back to Pakistan. He was not given any portfolio, any significant portfolio like Babar Gori or Wasim Akhtar or Faisal Wari or Farooq Sadar. The reason why, because these people had already accepted ALTAF Hussain's decision of putting MQM on the track of Pakistan's national politics and to get away from the Jinnapur sort of thinking again. And that's the reason why last year ALTAF Hussain had brought the Gilur Imtiaz into the forefront to negate the concept of Jinnapur altogether. And this negation created more differences between ALTAF Hussain and Imran Farooq. And Imran Farooq said that at least we should have kept Jinnapur as a trump card because it could be used at times when Pakistan may still reach to a certain point when disintegration may become inevitable. And this is for this reason that Imran Farooq did have some support back in Karachi. ALTAF Hussain, being the person who is running this organization more or less on one-man show basis, did not like this difference of opinion and did not like any support for Imran Farooq's notion to accept or to agree to the conception of forming a country, if not today, after 3 years or 5 years, or depending on the situation of this country. Apart from this, definitely there were indeed very obvious differences of opinion with regard to the financial aspects of this organization. I think Imran Farooq was murdered, brutally killed, assassinated, and he was removed from the scene, from the main arena of MQM's main political platform, not by anybody else, just not by any other political party operating in Pakistan, but by ALTAF Hussain and MQM itself. Imran Farooq was not a member of any, what I can say, team which was basically representing MQM at a different fora. He was only given the duty and a job to control all the communication network of MQM. And he was directly reporting to ALTAF Hussain. So, killing of Imran Farooq is not understandable for the sole reason that if the opponents of MQM wanted to kill somebody, they would have attacked Farooq Sadar or Babar Gori or Faisal Wari or Wasim Akhtar because these people are in Karachi. Why would anybody think to eliminate a person who is already in a hideout in London and who is already not in the forefront? So this is a totally internal matter and it is totally linked directly with ALTAF Hussain. ALTAF Hussain wanted to eliminate Dr. Imran Farooq from the scene and he did not allow Imran Farooq to consider any option concerning the disintegration of MQM itself, the division of differences of opinion, to facilitate a forming of another group within MQM which may still go for formation of Republic of Jinnapur in order to confront the Pathans or the people from other provinces living in Karachi. Possibly Mustafa Kamal may also be one of them, but Mustafa Kamal being a very junior person right now, so he is not very much courageous to talk too much or confront ALTAF Hussain. But Imran Farooq was an old person, as a matter of fact, in terms of MQM's age. He was right from the beginners, and he was a part of the beginners team. He was with Azim Tariq, the deceased chairman, who was also killed, possibly, by ALTAF Hussain, which is quite obvious, because ALTAF Hussain is the sort of a person who doesn't like anybody to oppose him, to confront him, or go against his advices, and who would have any difference of opinion can no longer remain alive, and that is the policy of MQM as a whole. So I would like to request Scotland Yard also to look into the circumstantial evidence, particularly to investigate the man called Salim Shahzad, who has a very bad criminal record in terms of murders and in terms of a lot of things in Pakistan. And that man may be responsible for this killing of Imran Farooq. And I'm available to become sort of part of this investigation. And since I have some instinct that this cannot be a murder on political basis, on political grounds, this is a totally an internal matter within MQM, and this should be definitely investigated by Scotland Yard. Thank you very much, and I would like to request all the workers of MQM in Karachi that they should not just say yes or say okay to what ALTAF say. They should also use their own brains. They should also think. They should also think what's really going on, you know. So this is the reason why I would like to make this this message probably recorded as an evidence that I think Dr. Imran Farooq's death has become a sort of the beginning of the downfall of ALTAF HUSSAIN. Thank you.